Writer Robert Chantler.
Well, Highly Strung Hannah actually started life as a one-off comedy about a couple called Hannah and Tim who found themselves doing battle with a sofa monster. It was just that when we recorded it, I immediately saw the potential for this character and her family to have a series, and Nanu Chumber, who played Hannah, just played her so beautifully. I suddenly saw a whole new depth to the character, and the one-off play became the pilot for Highly Strung Hannah, which is why it's quite different to the other 7 episodes in the first series.
Good night. Where the hell have you been? I've been on this sofa all day.
I've been at work. We can't all have the day off.
Well, you've no business being at work when I have a crisis.
But you're always having a crisis. What's today's?
There's something under the sofa.
You said that yesterday. All I found was a cream cracker.
No. Listen.
Oh my God, I heard that too. I'll join you on the sofa.
See? You're scared too.
Well, the sofa's growling at me. Of course I'm scared.
Well, do something. You're the man of the house.
Am I? Well, let me think. I know, we rent. We call the landlord.
Have a peek and see underneath and see what it is.
No chance.
Oh, you're a scientist. You explore.
In a lab? I'm not Lara Croft.
Well, you're certainly a big girl.
Well, you look then.
I'm not looking at this. You look at things all day.
I look at bugs down microscopes, not snoring things that live under sofas. Listen to that breathing. It must be huge. And mind you, it can't be if it fits under the sofa.
Maybe it's all gassy, like a big horrible fart.
I doubt it. Mind you, you do come up with some interesting comparisons.
Well, maybe it's an alien life form.
Right, that's it. I'm calling the landlord.
Hannah is a nightmare. She is borderline personality. She is emotionally unstable.
Thank you, Hannah. Well, it's been a most enlightening chat.
Ah! It's a spider! Oh my God!
Volatile.
No, darling. I've made up my mind. I'll show that cow bitch Thelma, bitch face, that I am kind, caring person. And then I'll take a rejection letter and stuff it down her throat.
Clingy, inappropriately flirtatious.
Good morning, madam.
Hello, I've come to buy a bed.
I'll show you what I have downstairs.
Well, that's very nice of you, but I've come to buy a bed.
The bedroom department is downstairs, madam.
Childish.
Oh, yes. Colin, this is Mr. Tiddles. Mr. Tiddles, this is Colin.
Darling, why have you brought Mr. Tiddles to a department store?
Well, he has to like the bed too. He sleeps in it too. Anyway, I can't try a bed without Mr. Tiddles. How could I assess it without Mr. Tiddles?
Don't touch anything.
No!
Don't worry, I'll keep her in her high chair.
I'm not a baby! I just want to play with Craig's equipment!
Hannah, control yourself.
She has lots of neurotic tendencies, such as obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Where's Hannah? Anyone seen her?
No. Oh, yes, it's nearly 9. Not like her to be late.
Probably stepped on a crack on the pavement and had to count to 800.
Tony, that's mean.
Phobias, superstitions, stress. I mean, really, she's a complete mess and a nightmare to live with, but she is also vulnerable, and I don't think many actresses could pull that off against everything else, except Nanu, who plays Hannah, and she is Hannah. I mean, there's no one else, I think, who could play that character, and as the series has gone on, and even more so in Series 2, which I'm writing at the moment, Hannah and Nanu have become more one, if you like, as I sort of shape the character a little bit in response to how she plays her.
Well, what was it like to play Hannah?
Nanu Chumber, who plays Hannah.
Well, there's no real difference between me and Hannah. I think Rob modelled her off me.
I'm scatty, I do silly things, but one thing that I don't do, which Hannah does, is get hysterical.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I can't go a weekend without going. Oh, and there's no soap. Oh, how do people wash their hands? Thank God I brought my alcohol gel.
Well, anyway, Tim's not in his tent.
What? Oh no, where's Tim? He's been kidnapped. Oh my God, I'll call the police. Dear Miss Spencer, I am so sorry to... They don't want me! They don't want me!
Oh dear, oh come here darling, come on, give us a cuddle.
That bitch doesn't want me!
Well maybe it's for the best. Would you really want to work with a bitch like her?
I wouldn't be working with her all the time. I expect she does different shift.
Playing Hannah was actually quite funny. She's a very funny character. You can do lots with her. You can make her hysterical.
If you want to train as a Samaritan, I'll do you a new letter.
No! You didn't want me. Your loss. So take your letter and shove it up your arse.
She's something else your wife, isn't she, sir?
Yep.
I'll see you two next time she goes sleepwalking.
Yes, she should sleep well tonight. The sleep of the just.
You can make her scream, make her jump.
Ah! Josh! Don't sneak up on me like that, for pity's sake.
She does do some mad things, a lot of which I can relate to.
Well, I'm not pretending to be suicidal. When you've talked me round and I've been carried off to the mental hospital, it might just affect my career as a scientist.
I wasn't going to ask you, duh. People know you. No, I have to find someone with nothing to lose. Someone who wouldn't mind a stint in the mental hospital, and someone who doesn't mind heights.
Why?
Well, they need to sit on the edge of a tall building, so I can sit next to them and talk them out of jumping.
Why do I get a horrible feeling this is all going to go wrong?
Because you're a pessimist. I know, a homeless person.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll just get my Rolodex out.
And I do think that Hannah has got a lot to learn. She needs to go and see somebody, I think. And that's the fun and joys of playing Hannah.
The series has 8 episodes. The pilot episode finds Hannah and Tim doing battle with the sofa monster.
Now, I'm going to begin reading the spell. It might make the monster growl more loudly while I'm reciting it.
Okay.
When I've read it, Josh and I will move the sofa, and then it will disappear back to hell.
Okay.
All ready?
Yes.
Settee, wetty, wetty. Exorit, tit-ate, he, me, locker, wamma, titter.
What the hell was that?
Couch, ancient language.
She speaks couch. Cool.
Wait.
It stopped growling.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, yes, it could be a trick.
No, it'll be okay. These spells always work. The book says so. And that was a particularly fine rendition, if I do say so myself.
How do you know what couch sounds like? Did a sofa monster teach your evening classes?
Very funny. I'll ignore that remark.
I'm ready to push the sofa away. There's nothing more noble than sacrificing yourself for your mum and dad.
Oh, put the tissues away, Hannah.
Why do you always call me Hannah when you're in a mood?
What?
You've called me Hannah a lot since you came home.
Because when you have one of your episodes and I'm in a mood, I don't particularly feel like calling you darling.
Right.
Or octopus.
Yes, thanks for saying that out loud just then.
Whoops.
Okay, stop squabbling. I think it's time to move the sofa.
Goodbye, my brave Josh. You sprang from my loins to save my life.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
Yes, calm down, Mum.
In episode 2, Hannah is back at work. We get to meet her work colleagues, and she returns to the office after a week of stress leave to find that the CEO is suddenly coming over and gets into a massive panic.
Relax. I hate it when people tell me to relax. How can I relax? You know who the CEO is, do you? No. Sir Charles Smythe. That's who it is. Only Sir Charles Smythe. Karen!
Hannah, he's so fat he takes 10 minutes being hauled out of his car.
Rolled?
Well, I think he uses the door frames in his chauffeur, but... Oh, you mean the car?
Nice rolled.
Margaret's by a window.
Oh yes, Margaret, keep an eye out for Sir Charles Rolls.
OK. What ones have you ordered? Because he doesn't like egg mayo, chicken salad or cheese.
His car!
Caroline Palmer, who plays Karen.
I enjoyed playing Karen. She was great fun to play. She can be a bit, what shall I call it? A bit sarcastic at times, a bit tongue-in-cheek, but she's a laid-back character. She's quite cool about life, the universe and everything. I think Hannah sometimes exasperates her, but I think deep down she's quite fond of Hannah. I felt that anyway. I felt that, underneath some of the barbed remarks, there was a great fondness for Hannah and for Hannah's idiosyncrasies, and it was good fun to play Karen, and some of her comments and the things she comes out with really did make me laugh.
Brilliant! They would. There, you see? Hannah has common sense. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're such a great teacher.
Thank you.
That was thorough. Did you find any piles up there?
Oh, shut up.
You know why I like first aid so much? Why I live and breathe it?
Because you're sad?
No, because it's all common sense.
And I think probably my favourite experiences with Karen were in Glastonbury and on the first aid course, which was an absolute hoot to do and great fun, and her lines were great in those episodes, and it was good fun. So next time maybe we can do another rock concert and she can let her hair down a bit and really have some fun. But we had a good laugh doing it, and I enjoyed playing Karen's character. I liked her laid back and her barbed remarks and her slight cynicism, because it reminds me a bit of somebody I know too. It was good.
In episode 3, Hannah gets the idea that her husband Tim is having an affair with her best friend Maddie.
Yeah, who is it?
It's me!
What do you want, Mum?
Can I come in? I wasn't knocking because it floats my boat.
Yeah, sorry, come in.
Thanks. Can I sit on the bed?
Yeah.
This is really hard.
It's okay. Comfy enough.
Not the mattress, what I have to say.
I'm not hiding porno mags under the mattress.
I know.
Right.
I think your dad's having an affair with Maddie.
Oh my god.
I know, I can't believe it. Why would he do that when he's got me?
Yeah, unbelievable.
I mean, he's attractive and charming and good in bed.
Yeah, that's a bit too much information there, Mum.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, I want to employ you as a private investigator.
Spy on Dad.
Yes, and don't get caught.
Yeah, that would be the idea.
Sorry.
I really don't feel happy about this.
I'll double your allowance.
Triple it and you've got a deal.
Someone will be doing business studies at university, won't they? All right, deal.
I'll keep my eye out.
And report daily?
Yes, Mum.
Giovanni Tagliarini, who plays Josh.
It was fun being 15 again, gosh. And just having a laugh and being a mildly stroppy teenager. And that was it really. It was good material and a good laugh.
Robert Chantler, who plays Tim.
Tim is her husband. He's a scientist. He's a bit sad. He wears cardigans with elbow patches and looks like he fell out of an open university programme. And he just basically lets her do what she likes because it's easier that way. But he has got a put down or two. He can pull Hannah into line. In episode 4, Hannah thinks she saw an alien spaceship over the house. Tim doesn't believe her, and she insists that he calls in some UFO experts to prove that she was right.
Well, I don't believe you saw an alien spaceship last night.
I know what I saw.
Well, OK, what do you want me to do about it?
Call an expert in. They'll prove I'm right.
An expert?
Yes, why not? If you're so sure there are no aliens around here.
If I get an expert or two to stay overnight, will that make you happy?
Yes, but I'll choose.
OK, we'll go on the internet and see if we can find anyone at short notice. It's nearly 5 now. I doubt we'll get anyone good at this sort of notice.
Hi, I'm Craig, and this is Melanie.
Hiya!
We're UFO busters.
Who are you going to call?
I think we should take this more seriously.
Yeah, right.
Don't be rude to him, Tim. Come in, please. Ignore him. He's a scientist.
This is so exciting. I've always wanted to meet some aliens.
Have you not?
No, but Craig has.
Yes, well, they do exist. I've seen their ship.
Well, I hope you prove her wrong, guys. That's all I can say.
In episode 5, Hannah decides that she and Tim need a new bed, and they go off to the bed department store to choose one and make the lives of the bed salesman and later the bed delivery men a complete nightmare.
Oh, that's one I didn't want.
You and me both! Don't fart in bed! We might not buy it!
You wanted it to be like home. Not that I make a habit of farting in bed, obviously.
Oh. Anyway, let's try the massager. Oh yes, that's good.
I'm just off for a wee.
Oh.
I think someone's stolen your husband.
Oh no, it's the massager. I wasn't having sex or anything.
Of course not. I'm Paul.
I'm Hannah and I'm married.
Oh no, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not chatting you up or anything. I'm married. This is my wife, Alice.
Hello, Hannah. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you too. Have we met?
No, I just overheard you and Colin talking.
Ah, yes, such an obliging man.
Yes.
Oh, that massage was wonderful.
Yes, I guess that from the noises. I so want to be in bed right now.
A heater and a massager sounds great. Your accent, Midlands, isn't it?
Wolverhampton, but my home city's Birmingham.
I've never been to Birmingham. You need a passport, don't you?
Oh, very good.
Well, some people are just naturally funny.
Well, you make me laugh. I really like this bed. When Colin comes back, I think I'm going to buy it.
Colin, I think we've decided.
I've fallen in love with it. I want it. Just give me another hour or so to enjoy it. Write the cheque, darling.
Yes, darling. How much is it?
£1,199.
Thank you. I'll bring a portable machine back in just a moment.
We'd like to try this bed too.
Oh, of course. Come back in an hour.
We don't still want to be here in an hour, so would you mind?
Yes, I would. I have the right to enjoy it.
Well, you've been in it for half an hour already, being waited on like Lady Muck.
Look, I want to make absolutely sure I'm happy with it.
In episode 6, Tony, who's Hannah's manager, decides to send her and her colleague Karen on a first aid course.
Am I really the right choice? I mean, I don't do blood, or broken bones, or any injury at all, actually.
Well, you'll learn how to on the course. You'll be fine. I did think carefully about sending you, given your highly strung personality, but you are the obvious choice as office manager.
She insists that Tim comes with her for moral support.
I want my Tim to come with me.
What if he won't?
He will.
I'm sure if he knows what's good for him.
He does. And when
Well, he doesn't. I tell him.
And when she gets there, she finds there's a really, really bossy first aid teacher, and the rest of the students are a complete nightmare.
Just because you have a moustache, it doesn't make you Hitler. You might be very nice.
Like a sergeant major he is. I've never seen anyone so po-faced in my life.
Time will tell.
Right, I'm John from First Aid Action. I'm your trainer today. I've been a first aider for years. I was an army medic too.
Told you, Sergeant Major.
For 11 years. Seen it all, done it all. Today, I'm going to teach you just enough to be able to cope with an emergency at work. The certificate is valid for 3 years. No exam, but you will be observed during the day, and at the end of the day, if I think you're suitable, I will pass you. I do not take bribes. I do not like people texting while I'm talking. And anyone who does will have their mobile phone rammed up their arse. Clear?
Sir! Yes, sir!
Don't be funny. I don't like that either.
Episodes 5 and 6 are probably my favourites, actually. Just because, I don't know, there was a really good vibe. Episode 7, Hannah has applied to join the Samaritans, and quite rightly the Samaritan volunteer decided that it wouldn't be suitable for Hannah. But Hannah gets the hump. She can't accept that she's been rejected, and she bribes a homeless man to pretend to be suicidal so she can save him in front of the local media and prove to the Samaritans lady that she should have actually been accepted after all.
Look up there! There he is! Start shouting! Come on!
I can't go on! I want to kill myself! Who can save me?
What a ham.
I will! I will!
Madam, Mad. Oh, Mrs. Spencer.
Oh, hello, Inspector.
Sorry, I didn't recognise you outside the police car.
I don't sleepwalk in the nude that often.
Are you trained to talk to someone who's suicidal? We don't want to make things worse. He might be mentally unstable.
Well, so am I. And you know what they say.
Yes, one nutter on the roof is better than two. I want to jump! Don't try and stop me!
Okay, just talk to me. I'm a good listener. Did you hear that, damn a bitch face, if you're watching TV? I'm a good listener.
Who's Thelma Bitchface?
Oh, just some horrible, nasty woman who rejected me.
Oh dear.
The finale finds Hannah at Glastonbury with Karen. Tim is going to drop in to make sure they don't get up to any mischief. And Hannah is all set to prove that she can do a weekend at a festival, but of course with her hygiene obsessions, that's not going to happen. So she has to try and find a way of staying at the festival and appearing to manage, but actually not managing. And she has to try and hide this from her husband and Karen, which is quite difficult as they're sharing a tent. We also had a cameo from our sound engineer, Martin Clark, and his partner Heather as Farmer Giles and his wife Claire, which was really, they were both very, very, very funny performances, and they got some great laughs.
Oh, come in. This is my wife, Claire.
I won't shake hands. I've just had my arm up a cow's arse.
Right. Nice to meet you.
You're in room 2, top of the stairs. Anyway, it's been a long day.
Yes, it has. Walking from the armchair to the lavvy must have taken it out of you.
I've done more work than you today.
I made the beds. They don't make themselves. I washed the old bedding and hung it out to dry.
I took the lamps to the market. Sold every one. And for a good price, too. So I'll have a bit less of your cheek, my girl.
All right, I admit today you've done a good day's work, but that don't mean you always do. Anyway, we'd better stop arguing. What will our guests think?
Right, come on then, my lover. Comfy bed and a warm wife. What more could a farmer want?
Now, we recorded the different episodes on different evenings, and we did have slightly different audiences as well, which is good. They all enjoyed all the episodes that they came to. We had people coming to more than one as well, and it was recorded mostly at the Riverside Arts Centre in Sunbury in their studio, but one episode, episode 4, was recorded at a different venue about a month and a half after the series had finished, so it was a nice little reunion for everyone as well. And the reason for that was because on the original evening we were going to record it, Nanu was very poorly and we couldn't really record it. It was really nice that we actually got that recording done later, because as I say, it got us all back together again, and it was a really nice night. I wanted to write a sitcom which harked back to the sort of cosy, moral, warm, fuzzy feeling sitcoms that you got in the 70s and 80s, things like The Good Life, Porridge and Terry and June and so on. But I also wanted to have a contemporary edge and some innuendo as well. I like writing innuendo. Some great jokes and some wonderful characters. And Hannah herself is a really over-the-top, wonderful character that you can have a lot of fun listening to. I certainly had a lot of fun writing Hannah, and Nanu had a lot of fun playing her. There will be a second series. I am writing one now, and possibly a third series as well. There's lots of legs on Hannah, you know what I mean. There's lots of scope for future episodes. And I think you're going to enjoy the series very much.